Hi, team.
Hi Amanda, so good to see you.
Me
Welcome
too.
to the first of the podcast series of Life Coach Direct. You're the very first one, and I'm very excited to talk to you today. Um, why don't you start with telling a little bit about yourself? Who is Amanda?
Oh, thank you so much, Tim, for inviting me to our podcast and to Life Coach Direct. I'm so excited and I'm beyond grateful that I'm part of your platform. So, by the way, hello, everybody. Good day to all of you. So, my name is Amanda Nav. And is it okay for me to introduce first myself, my previous life? Is it
Sure, go
okay?
ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
All right. So most of the people thought, right, that I am a fitness coach and at the same time a life coach, but not everybody know my past that transformed my life today. So my previous life was a helper. Did you know, Tim, I was cleaning toilets and cleaning houses, serving people, different families for almost 14 years, from Saudi
Wh-
Arabia
Where
to
was that?
Singapore. I started my journey being a helper in Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia. Wow.
Yes, and then I moved to Singapore, and guess what? My life in Saudi Arabia has really moved me towards who am I today. And when I moved in Singapore, I was so inspired seeing all those amazing people around me. But of course, I was a helper for 14 years in my life. And during that moment, Tim, I realized something that I said, I know that I have something within me, but I don't know what it is. But again, I just enjoying serving people, cleaning houses over and over. But at the same time, I was stuck in the same situation in my life that most people struggle today, that they are stuck. They are doubting themselves like me and then overweight and procrastinate and all these excuses, right? So that was me last time. So, but Tim, through that journey, and I transform my life through by asking myself, who am I into this world? What skills do I have to share it to the world? And why do I want what I want? And what do I need to do in order for me to get it? So that's a little bit short about my story. And today I'm so inspired to slowly changing the lives around the world by just sharing my story to people around me.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I think a lot of people can relate to the point that Uh, there must be something more to life. There must be something more to the 9 to 5, let's say, red race. So it's very inspiring that you were able to escape that part. Um, what would you say was the moment that changed everything for you?
Oh, that's a good question. That moment changed everything for me when I assessed myself. I said that I have potential within me and I don't like to be stuck in a situation that I'm doing the same thing over and over. Same like most people struggle today that they're stuck. But within us, there's something within me that I have the potential. And through that, when I assess myself that I have potential, then that's a starting point of my life that I have to develop myself through mentorship and at the same time through personal development.
And how do you get yourself to that point to get into action? Like not just feel it, but what what happened for you that you instead of just thinking I have more potential, I'm more than this, what happened that you took action towards that?
Because the moment you came to a point that it's enough, it's enough. You came to a point that you realize that you have something and I have something. And I said, what do I need to do today? And what had happened is that to make a decision. And it's all about cultivating that mindset. And I said, it's all about taking action in order for me to move to the next level where I can also unlock my potential. So that moment, right, I was so stuck and I said, this is enough. And there's a big question mark that's running into my head. What do I need to do in order for me to unlock this big question marks? It's all about now asking questions to the right person. And that's where mentorships come in. So that's the moment.
That's amazing. Yeah. Um, so to go a little bit on top of this, so when people ask you, what do you do? How would you answer that?
Hmm. So actually, Tim, most of the people know that I am a global entrepreneur, but not everybody know that I am doing something better than that. And people thought also that I'm just selling a product. But to answer your question is I'm guiding individuals how can they unlock their potential into how to monetize their passion in life because I started and I am the product of that transformation. So I'm enjoying transforming lives, not just changing or helping to change their mindset, not just helping people how to change their health, but at the same time their financial success as well.
Yeah, that's actually amazing. So many, uh, especially coaches, they advocate transformation, but then the monetization is always a struggle for people. Um, so, what is something people might misunderstand about what you do?
Oh, I mentioned a while ago that people misunderstood that people thought I am just selling a products and people thought as well that I am just teaching fitness. Some because I always share it on social media, my workout, but not everybody know, right, that I am really helping and guiding people how can they unlock their potential for them to meet their new self by just guiding them that everything is possible as long as, we are willing to make a decision for ourselves. That if you already know that you have the skills and the potentials within you, all you need to do now is to, how can I unlock this potential? And everything is possible.
So, and how would you say, can you share like one powerful concept about unlocking your potential? If you could say anything around that, what would that be?
Oh, in order for people to unlock their potential, it's two things. Number one is the environment, and number two is mindset. Is it okay for me to tell a story about that? In terms of
Sure,
environment,
go ahead.
most people, including myself last time, I really want to change. But I see the people around me, they are like the same situation as me, having that negativity environment, and we're not really talking about success. So remember two things, which is the environment that can help you achieve success and the mindset. Mindset is very important in order for other people to realize that mindset is a tool in order for us to move to the next level. So let me expand a little bit about environment. So again, I want to use myself as an example so people can resonate when I was into a helper's job. So my friends before were also a helpers, and what we were talking or discussing is all about our employer, about other people's lives. We are judging people. But again, when I try to assess where I was, oh, wait a minute, at the end of the day, I didn't achieve anything. And then that's where I started to change my environment in a way that I have to change myself first in order for me to create change with other people. So I changed the way I communicate with other people and I changed the way I surround myself with people. So instead of just focusing into people who are not taking action towards their dreams, I started to follow influencers on social media and I started to attend some trainings that can help my mindset to boost and to have that powerful, this information that I feed in rather than those negative and, negative talks or negative statement. It's so powerful. When I change the people around me, oh my goodness, I said, change is possible. It's all start with me. And it's all about the awareness that if this environment is not helping me to change myself, then I have to change that. And the second one is mindset. Very powerful. I said I have to change my mindset because this tool, it's very powerful. And now I can share it to people that mindset is the number one priority in order for you to work towards your goal. And it's so powerful and it's working all the time.
It
That makes
really
sense?
resonates. Yeah, yeah, it makes a lot of sense, and I really resonates with me as well. Because at some point you live a lifestyle and you want better for yourself, but the lifestyle you're living keeps you stuck at the same place. So when you said change the environment, change the people, change the places you go to, I did exactly the same thing. So it makes a lot of sense. Um, and to ask you about that, so we both have our own journeys, but if you have said, say somebody is listening right now who is on the very beginning, what would be some first steps you would advise them to do? You mentioned following influencers on social media. Is that the number one step, or is there more to it?
Not the first step should be changing the way you think. And it's the words, it's the power of your words that you state or say it to yourself. So like, for example, I am enough. I am enough and I have the power to unlock my greatness. Because, Tim, right? The power of our words is very powerful. If I say that I have the potential to change the inside of me or to change my life, if I say that, and then my subconscious mind is training my conscious mind to train that I have the power. Everything that we say from our mouth and whatever we share to the universe, it's always bounce back to us. So to those listeners, that's the advice that I can tell you. It's very powerful. It's the way you talk to yourself. If you said you're powerful, in the universe will always support you with that. So the power of your words is very, very powerful. Does make sense?
Yeah, I absolutely agree. It's like your mind doesn't know the difference between I can or I cannot. Uh, I always like to use the example um, in the Netherlands, there's like this saying where don't think of a pink elephant. So
Mm.
what's in your head right now is the pink elephant, right? So you have to change um, towards the thing you do want instead of the things you don't want. And a lot of people know exactly what they don't want, but they have no clue what they do want. That's my experience. Um, and what would you say would be a common struggle among your clients, for example? Um, what do you think is a common struggle they face?
Oh, thank you for that question. So I believe that it's all about the doubt. They are doubting themselves. So, I have so many clients as well. When I ask them, what is your goal? And they cannot even define that. And because the reason why they cannot define their goals, it is because they themselves are doubting their ability, whether they can move forward, or maybe, so many people, again, including myself, I doubt myself. Am I able to do this? There's like a big question mark, and then suddenly all the excuses, I cannot do this. I am not good enough. But again, remember, the power of your words can impact all your trillions of cells. So, to those people who are listening right now, I know they struggle because I've been there. It's all about doubting yourself. But to be honest, the moment you open your mind and just stay laser focused into the possibility by just taking the action, all the possibilities will unlock. That's the power of believing in yourself, because I started with that journey before. I doubt myself, but again, I changed the way I say something about myself and I connect myself with the right people. Because if we don't connect ourselves with the right people, and I just want to add this as well, I want to remind every listener today that you should be reaching out to people who already have succeeded into whatever goals that that you want to achieve. Never ever ask questions to those people who are amateur, because they will not give you the right answer or the right tools for you to navigate the right answer. So that's what have I done last time. I hire myself a mentor, and that mentor guided me. And it's so powerful that I couldn't believe that having a mentor in your life, it's something. that can change everything. Your doubt, your procrastination, everything. Suddenly it will open up your mind and then you will be very amazed of the outcome. So that's my message to all of the listeners today.
Yeah, that's actually amazing. It's like there's like you are standing here and there you want to go and there's this gap. And like the mentor can help you uh, get there faster without doing all the hard work they did already. I completely agree with that. I just want to go back a little bit to where you said you still have doubt. Is that still present today? Because um, I think a lot of people want to get rid of the doubt, but is that the way you should do it, or it's just something you have to accept while going forward?
Oh, that's amazing questions. To be honest, today I don't doubt anymore because again, it's all about believing in yourself and it's starting to really take actions to what you truly want in life. So doubt is just a doubt. Of course, I think doubt can be unlimited. However, if you change the way you say things and if you have someone to guide you to, to remove all the toxic things inside of you, especially here into our toolbox that, oh, I'm not able to be successful. Oh, I'm not good enough. I'm not able to do this. I cannot unlock myself. But again, if you have someone to guide you and to just believe in your potential, and there you go, suddenly your doubt will slowly disappear. So for me, I already I'm okay because I already overcome and I know how to overcome and how to give advice to myself whenever I'm doubting. So, like, for example, I want to hire that mentor, but it's so expensive. But again, you believe in your vision, you believe in yourself, and most importantly, you believe in your goal. So the moment you have set that goal already, then your doubt will slowly become smaller, smaller, and smaller because you know that someone is guiding you and believing in you. And it's because you have this conviction and believe in yourself that you can make it happen. Everything is possible as long as you have a great mindset.
That's amazing. It's very powerful as well, very strong. And I mean, you were not always in this position, right? Always, not always in this mindset. So, what could be one small but powerful habit that can change someone's life?
Habits. Habits, I believe, is we don't really have to wait for the right timing. Start today. Start today. It's the habits that you have to do something today. Because in terms of like habits, right? It's not all about waking up early, but it's all about you. Again, when I look back in my life, it's all about that decision. Again, the powerful decision that you want to change your environment. I want to change my environment. So that's where the habits started to come. Like, for example, oh, I have to wake up in the morning, I have to read book, and I have to do all these amazing and uncomfortable habits that people are talking about. And then suddenly when you do that uncomfortable habits, so I want to walk you through my past last time. The habits is that I have to discover one thing first before I start to take action. And what is the one thing that, again, always go back here? Ask yourself, what is inside of me before I can take that habit? So for me, right, team, because it's a little bit kind of like very simple question, but there is a bigger answer to that that I always want to share my experience. In order for me to create that habits, I ask myself, what is inside of me? The fire, the spark. I have to figure that out. And then when I already discover it, that, oh, I want to change people's lives. And then that's the habits comes in. When I started to wake up in the morning, I did some meditation that I don't understand what those meditations will benefit me. I only understood when I took that uncomfortable habits. Again, go back to the simple basic, like waking up even at least 20 minutes before my regular time. And what do I need to do into that 20 minutes? I'm not going to clean toilet. I'm not going to do cleaning, brushing the floor. But instead, it's all about the me time. Me time moment. I just have to close my eyes and then just be grateful that I'm awake today. I have a healthy body. And then I just have to do a little bit of exercise for me to, remove all this toxic into my body and to my mindset. Again, just choose one habits that you can change everything. It's either maybe waking up early. And why? Ask yourself, why do I need to wake up early? Because there is a fire, there's a spark inside of you. And the moment you do those basic habits, then suddenly, oh, wow. I started this small habit and suddenly there's a good insight that pops into my mind and suddenly you unlock some potential bit by bit. That's what had happened to me. I started to just wake up in the morning. Suddenly, I listened to amazing podcasts. Suddenly, my mentor told me, do this, do that. Oh, wow. It just open up so many possibilities. And that's why I am very different today rather than like being stuck to where I was last time. I thought I was a forever helper. I thought I was just a forever cleaner for the rest of my life. But again, it started with knowing who you are. Before that small habits, you can get started. Everything is possible. So yes.
Yeah, that's amazing. So what I was wondering is, during this whole journey that that you have taken right now. So what's the biggest lesson you've learned?
Mm, I'm so excited to answer that, Tim. The biggest lesson that I learned throughout my journey, don't have to wait for the right timing or for the right time for you to take action. The change is now. Because if you procrastinate, oh, I want to take action, I want to go and exercise next year. So instead of next year, why not now? Why not today? If you said to yourself that I want to read book, like for example, this one, you cannot see this one, be your own boss. And then the book is there. If this book can talk to you, read about me, you can learn something here. Why not why not you postpone today? Everything is start today.
That's amazing. So, and what would you say to people? Because we all know people who have New Year's resolutions, for example. I don't think the starting part is the hardest, but to be consistent and to keep doing it. So, what would you say to those who are starting is easy, but follow through is a struggle, is a hurdle? What would you say to them?
Mm. So again, it's so good and so powerful because I started with that. When I dream, so imagine that this is you right now. This is you standing here and you have that dream. Like for example, let's say health. Let's say maybe you're overweight and you're not happy with your current situation, you're with your current physique. And then you're dreaming, I want to have a healthy body. I want to have a fit body. I want to have a healthy mindset. But again, you are here stuck over and over, the same cycle for another 5 years, 10 years. What advice should I give to this person? Start today, Amanda. By how? If you don't know how to get started, so confusing, reach out to somebody who know exactly how to get to where you want to be. Because for me, Tim, right, I mentioned a while ago that always ask questions to the right person. That person, make it sure that person it's already achieve the goal that you want. So that's the best advice I can share. Or of course, to those people, right, same like me last time. And I had this belief because I've been procrastinating for 10 years. I'm just being honest with you that I heard about this mentorship. They said that having a mentor in your life will change everything. But again, money issue. Do you believe in that? I don't have that money. And then I'm doubting myself. And am I going to change my life if I spend or invest this amount of money when I hired myself a mentor? To be honest, my advice to those people, if you think that you have the power to change your mindset, your belief, your whole well-being, and if you think you believe in that person, that who's talking, about your future self. Go and talk to that person. It's not all about the money, but it's all about you. So when I invested myself into the mentor who guided me instead of going to the 10 years journey, he taught me exactly how to do it. Did you know, Tim, that I unlocked my potential within 7 days by just having a conversation with that mentor? Did I pay him immediately? No, because everybody thought whenever someone is talking, they thought every time they talk, there is a equivalent. It's all about dollar. But I started with free mentorship. It's they call it like complimentary call. That the moment you have a conversation with that mentor or a coach, then suddenly something into that conversation is sparked, or suddenly there's an insight that you would like to take, and then it will open your mind. That conversation will lead you to getting started. Don't be scared. Ask some question, reach out to me. You can also request for a complimentary call, and I promise you and I guarantee that when you walk out from our conversation, you will be excited to get started to whatever goals you want to get started. Maybe you're stuck for 10 years because my ability is to guide others how to unlock their greatness. I have the
Yeah.
ability to
So
see the
we,
potential of other people.
yeah, that's amazing. We're going to get into the point where people can find you and how to book something with you in a moment.
I
But
see.
because you're so big on mentorship, I was curious, what's the best piece of advice you have received from one of your mentors?
You mean from my mentors?
Yeah,
Okay, I mentioned a while ago that don't postpone your goals. Start today. Must be today. If you have a dream, must take action today. Very simple advice that I learned from different mentors to mentors. Start today. Tim, very short statement, but has a biggest impact in my life. I said, yes, sure. Okay. I'm so excited, but I don't know how to get started. Please show me the way. So I start immediately when I heard something that is sparked within me because I was so excited. I was so excited to see change in me in that moment. So, to those of you who are listening right now, don't postpone your dreams. Do it today.
amazing. Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
It's really resonating with me as well. So the question I use myself is, who do I need to become in order to achieve my goals? That's one of the things I like to use, but uh, it's really, your story really resonates with me on that as well. Just came to mind.
Oh,
So we're getting a little bit towards the ending. So I was going to ask if you could leave people with one final insight, what would that be?
I think I mentioned this three
You
times.
share, yeah, you shared already so
Don't,
much, but
yeah,
if you have one final insight, please share.
don't wait for the right timing. The right timing is now. That's very powerful message that I can share it to other people. Because again, team, that's where I got started. I took action immediately. And that's why I keep on growing and growing and growing until today. Because I'll never wait for the right timing to be right. The right timing is today and now.
Yeah, that's amazing. So many people wait for their circumstances to change, right? But instead, if you change first, then the circumstances will change automatically.
And
Ah,
I want to add something a little bit about that. And of course, in terms of taking action, whether maybe that's health or maybe business or mindset, the moment you get started today, and you will be amazed of the outcome of that taking decision. So that's my last message that I want to leave to people who are listening today.
okay. Thank you. That's amazing. So you just shared a little bit about it. So where can people find you and connect with you? We will share within the captions a link to book through Life Coach Direct. But if people want to follow you on the socials, where can they find you?
Oh, that's so nice of you, Tim. So people can find me actually on Facebook. So my name on Facebook is Amanda Nav because I believe that Facebook is my platform or my stage where I share what I do exactly. Almost every single day, I'm sharing insights in strategies. How can they also help themselves to slowly create the change? So do remember my name on Facebook is Amanda Nav, and also you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is at Filipino Life Coach or Amanda Nav.
Okay, thank you so much. So hopefully a lot of people will be directed towards you. Um, I think I'm finished. Do you have any last thoughts before we wrap up?
Of course, don't forget Life Coach Direct to those of you who would like also to, to see some changes in your life into whatever, maybe health, business, or mindset, or any types of transformation. Do reach out, do follow Life Coach Direct because I truly believe into this platform because you know what? I've known Tim, middle boss, since last year, I believe, and we had a great conversation. And we also had our podcast that was last year. And I was truly connected with you because you have this compassionate heart, and I see you as a global leader, and you are very, very powerful. And that's why I choose to collaborate with you because I believe that our connection and our purpose and mission is to truly see people's change lives. So yes, thank you so much, Life Coach Direct. And Tim, thank you for your time and thank you for choosing to interview me and to be part of your platform. Don't forget, please do follow Life Coach Direct. You will gonna love the upcoming information and education that we're going to create together into this platform. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you to Amanda, and see you next time.